Your voice, your station.
So, you want to hear school students talk about their travel experiences, learnings, escapades, episodes, knowledge, incidents from all the corners of the globe? Terra Talk, platform from where young voices reach out to the world. Brought to you by Ed Terra Adventures.
Konnichiwa listeners. Hi everyone, I am Saina.
And I'm Elena. We're from Venkateshwar International School and today we're sharing something really special, our week-long school trip to Japan.
The trip was organized by EdTerra Adventures and it took us across 4 major cities: Tokyo, Nagoya, Hiroshima and Osaka. It wasn't just travel, it was learning, exploring and experiencing a completely new culture.
Terra Talk, platform from where young voices reach out to the world.
We started on the 26th of June, flying from Delhi to Tokyo via Kuala Lumpur. After landing in Tokyo, we went straight to exploring. Our first stop was Ginza and Shibuya crossing, one of the busiest crossings in the world.
Yeah, Shibuya was something else. Hundreds of people crossing in all directions and yet so organized. That was honestly our first lesson in discipline and order in public spaces.
We also went up to the Tokyo Sky Tree, which is one of the tallest towers in the world. The view from the top gave us an idea of how huge and planned the city is.
Later, we had a calligraphy workshop where we learned traditional Japanese brush writing. It looked easy at first but required so much focus. We realized how much importance Japanese culture gives to details and mindfulness.
Day 2 was exciting because we went to Tokyo Disneyland. It was a day full of rides, shows, and exploring the park. The energy was fun, but the day also taught us about planning and managing our time.
Right, we traveled to Disneyland by bus, and at first, managing the bus timings and park schedule was a bit difficult for us. We weren't used to strict time adherence, so it took us a little while to stay on track.
But as the day went on, we started learning how punctual the Japanese people are and how respectful they are toward all the systems, from public transport to park rules.
Also, we noticed how diverse Tokyo is. There are people from so many backgrounds and everyone seemed very polite and considerate, making the whole experience smooth and enjoyable.
On day 3, we visited JAXA, Japan's space research agency, then Cyberdyne Studio, where we saw robots being used in real life and healthcare, and Miraikan, a museum about innovation and future science.
It really showed us how Japan mixes science with daily life, and the robots, they were real ones. It was not sci-fi, but it was reality.
That evening, we took the bullet train, Shinkansen, to Nagoya. That was probably one of the coolest parts of our trip.
Right, it wasn't just about speed, it was how efficient everything was. You board in 2 minutes, it departs exactly on time, and you reach much faster than you expect. It taught us a lot about time management and respect for systems.
In Nagoya, we went to the Mitsubishi Auto Gallery, where we saw a history of cars, then to Nagoya Castle, a beautiful historical site. After lunch, we visited the SC Maglev and Railway Park.
That museum wasn't just about trains, it was about engineering, technology, and how much Japan values transport evolution. And after that, we left for Hiroshima by train.
Even train journeys in Japan are silent, clean, and disciplined. That itself was such a contrast to what we're used to.
Hiroshima was definitely the most emotional part of the trip. We visited the Peace Memorial Park, the Atomic Bomb Dome, and the museum.
Reading survivor stories, seeing the photos, and understanding what happened in 1945 made us realize how deeply Japan believes in peace. Even after so much destruction, the city rebuilt with grace.
It made us think about how lucky we are and how important it is to remember history, not just study it. That evening, we had an okonomiyaki cooking experience which balanced the day nicely.
We started day 6 with a photo shop at Osaka Castle, then spent the entire day at Universal Studios Japan.
That day was just fun. Rides, shows, food. It felt like a reward after all the learning and walking from the previous days. And even Universal was super clean and organized.
The last day was checkout and the flight back. But honestly, even while leaving, we're all talking about how much we've learned.
Some things we're definitely taking home with us. Punctuality, every train, every activity was right on time. Cleanliness, public places had zero litter and everyone did their part. Respect, whether it's the silence on trains or going to greet. We saw how people treat each other with care. Innovation, from robots to bullet trains, Japan balances tradition and tech perfectly. Discipline, queues, crossing roads, everything is systematic.
We also worked on daily media projects which helped us reflect on what we saw and how we felt, rather than just moving from place to place.
This trip was definitely more than just sightseeing. We saw how Japan runs, how people live, and how culture shapes behavior.
A big thank you to Etera Adventures for planning such a meaningful and balanced itinerary, and to our school for giving us this opportunity.
That's all from us. Hope this gave you a clear picture of what the trip was like. No filters, just real learning and experiences.
Thanks for listening to our Japan journey. Until next time.
Like what you're listening? Stay tuned for a new podcast on classroomworld.com.
Terra Talk, the #1 station.